Your wedding day is an epic celebration and a major life event, one of the most exciting days of your life. And often we can have a very clear idea of what it is we are working towards for this day, lifelong hopes and dreams for how this occasion will look and feel, and we work hard at achieving these goals. For some people, the wedding day can become a tick box for marriage. They are captivated with a vision to marry. And when they finally get to that moment at the altar and say, "I do," there is a danger in then thinking, done. Vision accomplished, marriage achieved.
I've heard it said that marriage is less about the big day and more about the everyday. Therefore, the aim is not to so prioritise getting married that you forget about the marriage itself. It may not be intentional, but we move on without being clear on what it is that the two of us are moving on to.
We plan a lot for our education and our finances, our retirement, housing, career, maybe fitness plans and travel plans. So why would we not plan for our marriage beyond our wedding and consider a vision for a lifelong marriage which defines the non-negotiables, the picture you have for marriage and what the heart of your marriage is going to be about? So we suggest 3 areas that you could explore together.
Number 1, a great deal of wisdom is found in listening to and learning from others who have gone before you. You will have observed some marriages that you admire and some that you find a little frightening. Find people who have been married for a while that you admire the way they do life together and spend time with them. Perhaps invite them to share a meal with you so you can learn and understand how they have made a great marriage, and consider including some of these things in your vision for marriage.
And number 2, think about where you are going. What will be at the heart of your marriage? What will drive you, and what will you be committed to? What will you fight for? And the key here is working out how you will navigate these together, which usually comes back to the why. Whatever you decide as the non-negotiables and your goals, if you have a clear understanding as to why these are important, then you'll be more likely to achieve them. Because with a clear why, you have a matrix to put all your planning and decisions through, both big and small.
This is important in all areas of marriage, but there is a risk of only focusing on goals that are material and physical. The realities of life are important to consider in a practical way, of course, but what if the vision for your marriage could also include something much deeper? What if your vision for marriage included helping your spouse become a total follower of Jesus Christ?
Timothy and Kathy Keller, in their book titled The Meaning of Marriage, share a most beautiful vision that as a husband and wife, within deep Christian friendship in a marriage, we can help each other on the journey to becoming the new creation that God will eventually make us. Quote, "Within this Christian vision for marriage, here's what it means to fall in love. It is to look at another person and get a glimpse of the person God is creating and to say, I see who God is making you and it excites me. I want to be a part of that. I want to partner with you and God in the journey you are taking to His throne. And when you get there, I will look at your magnificence and say, I always knew you could be like this. I got a glimpse of it on earth, but now look at you." So think about words like inner beauty and greatness, perfection, honesty, and passion for the things of God, holiness, and becoming more like Jesus. Until eternity, you can never reach these goals or fulfill this vision completely. There is always another step to take and another celebration to be had. This part of a vision for marriage can have its seasons and its shares of highs and lows, but together, as you continue to spur on one another in your faith and your relationship with Jesus, you will share a depth and a preciousness that is unlike anything you will experience with another person.
And number 3, as we have looked at a marriage from a biblical perspective, we have discovered that marriage is about leaving behind, being united, and then in complete unity becoming one flesh. The understanding of one flesh is difficult to get your head around. You become one when you get married, and you are continually becoming one over your married life. It's a lot like when you accept Jesus as your Saviour. You are saved in a moment, but you have a lifetime of growth of discipleship to become more and more like Jesus.
So what does becoming one look like for you? How are you going to become one spiritually with all your heart, and emotionally with all your soul, intellectually with all your mind, and physically with all your strength? Using these as part of your vision helps you to be really intentional about unity. There are some examples in your study guide to get you started on practically how this could look for you as a couple.
So where to from here? It may seem like an overwhelming and daunting task, but it doesn't need to be. Simply start a conversation about this and reflect on the above areas. What are your dreams for your marriage, and what will you fight for together over time?